Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Options Trader Today. So today in this video I'll explain you how the price of crude has moved in the last week and how the price of crude can move in the next week. See, as we have seen, the war situation has been there and the war is going on. There is a probability that we can see good volatility again in the price of crude as well as natural gas. Okay. As we can see, because of the war situation, there is an effect in the crude and natural gas price import and export. Okay, so you have to understand that there can be a volatility in the price of crude and natural gas till the time this war is not getting up. Okay, so if you look at this particular trend, what we have seen, if you look at this range, the price has touched a level of around 80.6 and a low of around $55.85. And if you look at all these levels from this particular zone, we have not seen the price has touched this particular volatility as well as a range we have seen. Okay, so what we can see looking at this particular chart in the next weeks. But before I move ahead and explain you, if you have any doubts, you can mail me at stockmarkettradinglive@gmail.com and one more mail ID in the description. And please watch the full video so you understand how this technical work, and a telegram link also given in the description. You can join that too. If you look at this particular chart, chances are high that the price can sustain this particular zone, and from there a further upside can be seen towards $67.8. Suppose if it sustain above that level, a probability of sustaining a level of around 72.1 will be there. A U pattern will form. So chances are high it can go further upside towards 75.5 also. Okay, because we have seen a good volatility in the last week with a high of around 76 and with a low of around 63. That is around $10 movement we have seen. Okay, and if you look at this particular trend, opposite U pattern is forming, and chances are very high that if the price started falling below 59.27, we can see the price can fall further down and it can touch a level of $55.26. And if it started falling below this level, chances of going further fall we can see towards 49.57 if the price started going below this level, and we can see in the next week also if the price started going below this level. Okay, and if so, before I move ahead, and I've given the mail IDs also in the description, but understand there is a pattern is there. This particular pattern is forming, so we can see the price can go further down, and if the price didn't sustain a level of 60 also. Okay, the price of crude depends on a lot of factors. Okay, one of the factor is dollar index, because the import and export happens in the dollars. Okay, so when the dollar price increases or dollar index price increases, we see the price of crude comes down. Similarly, when the dollar index price is down, we see the crude price goes up. Even natural gas. Okay, they are inversely related to each other, but sometimes what happen, they both moves in same direction. Happens rarely, but it happens. To trade, put your SL, so capital will be safe, and once you in profit, try to trail it, so your profit will be safe. These two things you have to do. Okay, now looking at this particular chart, what we can see, let's see how the dollar index is moving, because then you will be able, let's see how the dollar index is moving, because then you will be able to understand how the crude price is moving. Suppose if the price didn't sustain this level, then the next support we can see coming at a level of 96.9. okay, and from there a bounce back can come. But suppose if the price started going below that particular level, chance of touching 96.4 will be there, and from there a further fall we can see towards 95.7. Suppose if the price started going below that particular level, we can see it can touch a level of 94.6. okay, and if the price going below that particular level, we can see the price can touch 94.3. okay, and once the price going below that particular level, chance of touching 93.4 we can see, and then a bounce back we can see. But if the price falling below this level, a further fall can be seen. But if it started sustaining this level, it can touch a level of $99.1, and if the price going above that particular level, we can see a level of 99.4. Suppose if it sustain above that particular level, it can touch a level of 100.021, and there a further upside can be seen towards 100.6. and if the price moving up that particular level, chance of touching 100.9 we can see, and from there a further upside we can see towards $102. Then there will be a zone breakout, so we can see the price can go further high towards 102.7, and the price going up that particular level, chance of touching 103.5 to a level of 104.7. okay, and then a further upside can be seen. Coming back on the crude price, what explain you about the dollar index, okay, because they are inversely related. So let's see if you look at this particular trend, there is a clear U pattern is forming. Okay, and this particular trend is supporting a downside. So now it is already below this particular support 65. $4. Okay, and if that didn't sustain or if it bounced back from this level again, then we can see it can fall further low. Okay, so then if the price started falling below this level, the next support coming at a level of 63.9, and if the price started going below this level, it can touch a level of $63.5. Okay, and once the price going below a level of 63.5, chances of touching 61.8 will be there, and this 61.8 is already tested, so the price will fall further down and it can go further low towards the next level, that is $57.4. After 61.8 we can see a level of 57.4, and once the price going below that particular level, chance of touching $54 we can see. Okay, and once the price falling below a level of 54, a further fall we can see below a level of around 52 and then further low. Okay, we have seen for this particular week there is a good volatility, as we have seen in the previous week of 77 and a low of around 64.15. that was these are the war situations we have seen. Okay, now there is a pause in the war, so we can see there can be a rise, but because it is already at a good support, so a bounce back we can see, but if started falling below this level, a further fall can be seen. Okay, so suppose let's see if it bounce back from this level, it can go further upside towards 67.94, then to a level of 70, and from there a further upside towards 72.36, then to a level of 75.93, and then it will move over 77.4. so then there will be a move out towards this level and can move towards 80.35, and then a further upside can be seen. But if that didn't sustain, it can move towards 63.94, and from there a level of around 63.10, and from there a level of around 61, and if the price going below this level, it can go further down towards $59.3, and then to a level of 56.13, and then after 56.13 we can see a level of 55, and that is already tested, so the price can go further down, and if the price going below that particular level, chances of going towards a level of 54.27 we can see. Okay, so then a further fall can be seen. Any doubt regarding this, you can mail me, or given the mail ID is also in the description. So hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, subscribe it.